you know there's a Roblox game where you and your friends ride a giant rubber duck just to get eaten by a shark? Before we jump into the ocean, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you enjoy Roblox adventures that are chaotic, silly, and sometimes totally unfair. Now let's dive into SharkBite 2. SharkBite 2 is a survival action game in Roblox where players take turns either controlling a deadly shark or trying to survive as humans. If you're a survivor, you get to choose a boat, team up with friends, and try to outsmart the shark for 2 whole minutes. If you're the shark, your job is to destroy every boat and eat every player before time runs out. It's simple, but somehow it's always intense. Maybe it's the creepy underwater music. Maybe it's the way the shark jumps out of nowhere. Or maybe it's just the fact that every round is completely unpredictable. In one of our recent games, Billie, DadTheAssistant, and I picked the duck boat. It's big, round, bright yellow, and looks harmless. We thought, let's all stay together so we can survive longer. But spoiler alert, we didn't. The shark came straight for us, and in about 5 seconds, all 3 of us were swimming, and then not swimming. Let's just say that shark had dinner early. Let's talk about how the game works. Each round, 1 or more players are randomly selected to become sharks. The rest become survivors. Survivors pick their boats. There are dozens of options, from tiny fishing boats to mega yachts, and even the Titanic. You can also invite friends to join your boat before the round begins, which is great if you want to survive as a team or go down together like we did. Once the match starts, it's all about movement and awareness. Survivors can drive their boats, shoot weapons, and hop between ships if they're desperate. Sharks swim fast and use sonar to locate boats. And trust me, when the sonar pings and a red boat silhouette appears on your screen, it's game on. What makes SharkBite 2 better than the first game is the upgrade in visuals and map design. The water looks smoother, the explosions feel bigger, and the new maps, like Iceberg Station and the Beach Cove, offer more places to hide or get stuck, depending on your luck. There are also special rounds, like Viral Infection, where every time a survivor gets eaten, they turn into a shark too. That's when the game really turns into chaos. There are some cool secrets too. For example, if you manage to climb certain rocks on the edge of the map, you might be able to stay out of reach unless the shark jumps. But be careful, standing still too long makes you an easy target. Also, some players discovered that certain boats can launch into the air if you collide with another player at the right angle. It's not a feature, but it's very funny. Now let's talk about the not so fun parts. First, AFK Sharks. Sometimes, the shark just never moves. Everyone's waiting, and the timer slowly ticks down with 0 action. It's boring. The game should have a system that replaces inactive players quickly. There's also the issue of spectator bugs. If you get eliminated early, sometimes your camera glitches or freezes, and you can't even watch the rest of the round. That's annoying when you're trying to see if your friends make it to the end. Another thing we noticed is that some weapons don't always work properly. Billie once shot her harpoon 3 times, and nothing happened. Meanwhile, the shark was getting closer, and well, you can guess what happened next. Not all boats are balanced either. Some are way too fast, while others are just floating targets. That's okay for fun, but it makes competitive rounds feel unfair. Despite these little bugs, SharkBite 2 is still fun because of how random it feels. Sometimes you're laughing because your boat flipped upside down. Other times, you're screaming because a shark just popped out of nowhere. Even when you lose, you still want to play again, and that's a sign of a good game. Whether you play it seriously or just for laughs, it's one of those Roblox games that's fun with friends, especially if you like yelling things like "drive faster," or "where's the shark?" or "Billie, why are you jumping into the water?" So, is SharkBite 2 worth playing? If you enjoy survival games with silly chaos, funny bugs, and lots of screaming, then yes. But if you're looking for perfect balance and smooth gameplay, maybe wait for a few updates. Either way, it's a good time. What do you think about this game? Is it a must-play or just hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know your funniest SharkBite moment.